once upon a time, nestled at the edge of a vast, whispering forest, there lived a cheerful little girl. Everyone in her village adored her, but no one loved her more than her dear grandmother. Her grandmother had once lovingly sewn her a beautiful little cloak of bright red velvet. It suited the little girl so well that she wore it everywhere she went. And so everyone began to call her Little Red Riding Hood. One sunny morning, Little Red Riding Hood's mother called to her. "My dear," she said, holding a basket filled with goodies, "your grandmother is not feeling very well. I've packed a piece of cake and a bottle of juice for her. Please take this to her. It will surely make her feel better." Her mother continued with a gentle warning. "The path through the woods is long, so be a good girl and walk straight to your grandmother's house. But don't dawdle, and most importantly, do not stray from the path. And be sure to say good morning politely when you arrive. I will be very careful, Mother, I promise," said Little Red Riding Hood, taking the basket. She gave her mother a kiss on the cheek and set off with a skip in her step. Her grandmother lived deep in the forest, a good half-hour's walk from the village. As Little Red Riding Hood entered the woods, the tall trees created a beautiful canopy of green above her. Sunlight peeked through the leaves, dancing on the path like tiny, golden sprites. Birds sang their sweet melodies, and colorful butterflies flitted from flower to flower. It was all so enchanting. She had not gone far when she came across a wolf. Now, Little Red Riding Hood was a sweet and trusting girl, and she didn't know that wolves could be dangerous creatures. So when the wolf greeted her, she wasn't frightened at all. "Good day, Little Red Riding Hood," said the wolf with a wide, toothy grin. "Good day to you too, Mr. Wolf," she replied politely. "And where are you off to so early in the morning?" the wolf asked, his eyes gleaming with curiosity. "I'm on my way to my grandmother's house," she explained. "She's not feeling well, and I'm bringing her some cake and juice to help her feel strong again." "And where does your grandmother live?" the wolf pried, trying to sound as friendly as possible. "Oh, her cottage is just a little further into the forest," Little Red Riding Hood answered innocently. "It's the one under the 3 large oak trees with the hazel bushes all around. You can't miss it." The wolf thought to himself, "This tender young thing will be a delicious treat, even tastier than the old grandmother. I must be clever so I can catch them both." He walked alongside Little Red Riding Hood for a short while, and then he had a sly idea. "Little Red Riding Hood," he said in a smooth voice, "just look at all the beautiful flowers growing all around you. Why don't you look around? Listen to the birds singing so sweetly. You're walking along as if you're going to school, but it's so lovely here in the forest." Little Red Riding Hood lifted her eyes. She saw the sunbeams breaking through the trees and the ground covered in a carpet of pretty wildflowers. She thought, "Grandmother would be so happy if I brought her a fresh bouquet. It's still early. I'm sure I have plenty of time." Forgetting her mother's promise, she stepped off the path and into the woods to pick flowers. As she picked one, she would see an even prettier one a little further in, and then another and another. And so she went deeper and deeper into the forest, completely forgetting the time. Meanwhile, the cunning wolf didn't waste a second. He ran straight to the grandmother's cottage. When he arrived, he knocked on the door. "Who's there?" called the grandmother from her bed. The wolf disguised his voice to sound high and sweet, just like Little Red Riding Hood's. "It's me, Little Red Riding Hood," he squeaked. "I've brought you some cake and juice. Please open the door." "Oh, how lovely," said the grandmother, her voice weak. "Just lift the latch, my dear. I'm too weak to get up." The wolf lifted the latch. The door swung open, and without saying a single word, he went straight to the grandmother's bed and gobbled her up in one gulp. Then he put on her nightgown, slipped on her cap, pulled the curtains around the bed, and waited. A little while later, Little Red Riding Hood finally arrived at the cottage. She had picked a beautiful, big bouquet of flowers. She was surprised to find the door wide open. As she stepped inside, a strange feeling came over her. "Oh dear," she thought, "I usually love visiting grandmother, but today I feel a little scared." She called out, "Good morning." But there was no reply. She walked over to the bed and drew back the curtains. There lay her grandmother, but she looked very strange. Her cap was pulled far down over her face. "Oh, grandmother," she said, "what big ears you have." "All the better to hear you with, my dear," came the gruff reply. "Oh, grandmother, what big eyes you have." "All the better to see you with, my dear, but grandmother, what big hands you have." "All the better to hug you with, my dear. Oh, grandmother, what a terribly big mouth you have." "All the better to eat you with." With that, the wicked wolf leaped out of the bed and swallowed poor Little Red Riding Hood whole. With his tummy full, the wolf felt very sleepy. He climbed back into the grandmother's bed, lay down, and soon began to snore very, very loudly. As luck would have it, a huntsman was passing by the cottage. He heard the loud snoring and thought, "My goodness, the old woman is snoring so loudly. I should check if everything is all right." He went inside, and there in the bed he saw the wolf. "So, here you are, you old rascal," he exclaimed. "I've been looking for you for a long time." He was about to raise his rifle when he realized the wolf might have eaten the grandmother and that she could still be saved. So instead of shooting, he took a pair of scissors and began to carefully cut open the sleeping wolf's belly. After just a few snips, he saw the little red cloak shining through. With a few more cuts, Little Red Riding Hood jumped out, exclaiming, "Oh, I was so scared. It was so dark inside the wolf." And then out came her grandmother, alive and well, though a little out of breath. What a happy reunion! Little Red Riding Hood quickly ran outside and gathered some large, heavy stones. They filled the wolf's belly with the stones. When the wolf finally woke up, he tried to run away, but the stones were so heavy that he fell down, and that was the end of him. The three of them were overjoyed. The huntsman took the wolf's fur, the grandmother ate the cake and drank the juice, feeling much better, and Little Red Riding Hood thought to herself, "As long as I live, I will never again stray from the path and disobey my mother's words." And that, my dear friends, is the end of our story. It teaches us a very important lesson. Always listen to your parents because they know what's best for you and want to keep you safe. And never talk to strangers, no matter how friendly they may seem.